My name is A Mighty Beard, and this is Beard Plays Minecraft. We are here on the Klorcraft server, hovering over spawn. There's a lot to go over today, but mainly it is, just kind of like a general review of where we are right now and what we plan to be doing with this YouTube series. This is Spawn, as I just suggested. And what we're doing here is this is a small town. So we've got a few different types of builds going on right now. Some of the stuff I did, some of the stuff other people on the server have been working on. So Klorcraft is a small 10-person active player server. I think there's about 15 to 20 of us in total. Not all of us are as active as others, but this is Spawn. We've been playing here since about February, I think. February of 2019. It is July of 2019 right now, so quite a lot of stuff has been happening. So theoretically, I guess we're coming in at like the halfway point. So there's been a lot of builds happening right now. But there's no time better than the present to get started with a little YouTube series. So quick tour of things that I've worked on is what we're going to start with, and then we're going to head back to my base where we can talk about projects that are on the stove, if you will. But yeah, things that we need to work on, we need to finalize, and also just kind of like a hello and welcome. Again, it's been a long time since I did one of these little YouTube series, but I just got back into Minecraft right around January, I would say. So like near the tail end of 1.13. Right before Village and Pillage came out. So, went on the Reddits, found a random server that was looking for people to join. And as far as me as a player, I don't do the creative stuff. I don't do the single player worlds. It just gets kind of boring. I enjoy being on a server just so I can get inspiration, and I can, play with other people and get an idea of their play styles, of their build styles, help them where I can, build stuff that is, helpful overall to the rest of the server. So right now, where we are in Spawn. Spawn, the city is called Adenia, and I would say, maybe about April. April is where we decided, hey, we're going to build up Spawn, because Spawn was pretty much nothing. It was just where people, where you log in for the first time, and then there's really nothing else going on. And we decided, hey, we should really do something about this place. So this is one of the new areas. It's a little villager shop. So we've got buildings for pretty much every single type of villager except for librarians, cartographers, and clerics. So this is something that I put together. I had a palette of blocks that I wanted to use, and then I wanted to try and give each location a little bit of a unique style and feel. So every single building is built a little bit differently. One thing you'll notice is that a majority of these buildings do not have much of as far as like an interior goes. And also we just updated. So let me bring up my debug screen. Yeah, we are on 1.14.3. We just upgraded to 1.14 about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and then I took a little mini vacation, so I'm just finally getting back into things now that the update has really gone full bore. Pretty much what we had done before that update, at least my role, things that I build are generally villager related. So a trading hall. I enjoy experimenting with the villager mechanics, getting like crop farms together, little automatic things so that we could take advantage of it. As far as like the iron farms and potato and carrot farms, wheat farms. That was all cool. And then Village and Pillage broke everything. So, whatever. So now we are in the process of deciding, all right, what do we want to do now? And how do we get everything fixed? So that's part of what our projects are going to be moving forward. We've got a little bit an iron farm. It was your standard design up until about 2 weeks ago, and then I decided, hey, let me try and let me try and get this working. I failed. I failed pretty hard. We have a few different issues here. So this was the idea of you've got a zombie that scares the villagers, and that is what causes the golems to spawn. But I messed it up. Somewhere. Plus, then we updated to 14.3, and that changed mechanics again. So we're gonna be fixing this, and the hope is that we can get this started so that we can understand the mechanics and get everything working. And then once we've got that all set, all squared away, then we go through the process of deciding, all right, how do we want this to look? Because right now it's up in the air, it's ugly, and it has been ugly for the longest time. So how can we make it better? My thought is to put it under the ground, but that's something we're going to work on together to figure out how exactly we're going to accomplish that. In this part of the Spawn, we've got our area for the crop farms. This is where all of our automatic farms are happening inside of our little windmill that we have built here. The windmill is all sorts of messed up, but it had basically like a lot of storage set up. So when the villagers planted, crops would come up. So again, we've got like column for potatoes, column for carrots. That's no longer working. We've got a column for wheat. That's no longer working. So we're going to be working on that, and we're going to be setting up. A new area. If I could take off, let's bring some more rockets in. This new area is something that I am definitely taking inspiration from my time in D&D. So I am a DM, but I'm also a player. And one thing I really love is like these small towns that seem to, have a life of their own, that have like different areas, different buildings. So we're going to be trying to recreate something like that here in Minecraft. So Spawn specifically is where a lot of this stuff is going to go. So if we fly over, I'm thinking, my mind goes to Waterdeep, Neverwinter. Obviously, we're not going to be building anything up into that scale. But, we've got like this little open air market. Plus, you've got these little shops here that we've set up with villagers. I'm thinking something along the lines of a trade ward is what would go here. In Spawn itself, if I could just land. In Spawn itself, we've got a few different buildings. So we've got a post office, and we also have our trading hall with a bunch of villagers that need configured, if you will. And then over here, We also have where our cartographers are going to be. So we've got 2 cartographers lined up. We've got what will eventually be the world map. We also have this building right here is our town hall, like a little government offices and stuff like that. So I'm thinking this seems kind of like in D&D terms, as far as like a Waterdeep or a Neverwinter, this would be kind of like your castle ward. We just don't have a castle, so we'd have to figure out exactly what would suffice as far as that goes. But maybe that's something that we do with the Iron Farm. Maybe we turn that into a little bit of a castle. One of the ideas that we had when we first were setting up this area was, well, it's in a jungle biome, but what we don't have is a jungle temple. So maybe a jungle temple would be where the Iron Farm is. It seemed appropriate at the time. Let's go ahead and take a sleep. And so that was a thought. So I'm thinking this could be kind of like our castle ward would be down here, where all the official buildings, post office, trading hall, the world map room, which is kind of like a historical archive type place, your government official buildings and whatnot. I should take my bed before we leave. Then I got to thinking, well, I would like to, instead of just having, our crop farms inside of the windmill, it'd be nice if we could set up more like a more industrial type area. And more industrial type area, again, if you look into like the Waterdeep lore, that kind of fits in a place called the Dock Ward, which is where like all the ships come in and they hitch up to the docks and they unload their cargo. It goes in the warehouses. But we don't really have an ocean. We've got a swamp, but it's not, it's pretty shallow. So it's not something that you would have big boats coming in. So instead, we've got a kelp farm, which is about six layers, I think 16 deep each. We've also got a little bit of a sugarcane farm here. And what if we kind of merge these ideas and put it into a new location? And that location would be the Dock Ward. Now, I'm sort of thinking, again, these are all just ideas, right? I'm sort of thinking of doing it literally, like instead of, just having, docks on the edge of the shore for these boats. Instead, what if the entire area, instead of, having path blocks or, over here we have a mix of like coarse dirt, and I am I am doing a very, very poor job flying. We've got the diorite here, the polished diorite for like the main road, and that goes into that goes into the main spawn. But what if our streets are actually docks, and we keep this swamp area and river biome exactly how it is, except for we build like warehouses and skyscrapers and little factories to handle some of the stuff that we're working on. Let's go ahead and land here. But yeah, this whole area could be like one chunk, little factories. So you've got your bamboo farm and your sugarcane farm. And we could style it up in different ways. You got your crop factory. You could style it up in different ways, have it powered different ways. Some of them might be automatic. Others could be semi-automatic or completely manual, like a netherwort farm, that sort of thing. So that's what I'm thinking about doing here. And yeah, instead of building roads in between each of the buildings, we just handle it with like spruce trap doors and make it look like these are all docked, docked areas. So yeah, that's a thought. But let's head back. Let's head back to the base so we can get a little bit more idea of some of the projects that I plan on working on. One thing you're going to notice, before we fully get started, one thing you're going to notice is I'm function over form on a lot of how I build. So I build so that functionally it works. So you're going to see that I've got a creeper farm, I've got a trident farm, with drowns, and they're ugly as sin. I've been working on a witch farm, again, ugly as sin. This place, we did have a little bit of a creeper issue come through, and I haven't fully repaired yet. But this place, you're gonna see, like, I built like a little hobbit house. So it's got your grass roof built into the wall of the little hill we've got here. But I don't do a good job of interiors. So this is technically like my house, and I built like this little escape hatch so I can just like jump out and go into fly mode. But I really haven't done much of anything in here. So that's something we're going to have to change. But really, I haven't done much of anything in here because, well, this is a ravine. So I've kind of built all of my stuff into this ravine, and over months of time, just trying to go through and pretty it up and make it look nice. But yeah, I've got like different small sections in the wall, each with a different purpose. So you've got your like little enchanting room. Over here, I've got a few. I've got a few small manual farms, so potatoes, sugar cane. I've got a bunch of cactus, and over time, I've just been kind of like building, but nothing really ties well into one another. So that's something we're gonna have to work on. Also, again, like I said, I work a lot with villagers, so. Once we made the update to 1.14, it was a lot of experimenting to try and figure out, how to get the best trades, how to get them to, work properly, and I'm sure you guys are all aware of all of the issues that have occurred. But regardless, we did come up with a nice like little mini trading hall that we've got going on here. The server has a shopping district. One of our stores is a bookstore, so we've got pretty much one of every book. We've got some nice deals, but the latest update is kind of removing a little bit of that. But we've got Born Again Ken, Born Again Jen. They were our zombie villagers that we made nice, made them back into proper villagers, and they spread the word. And we got some great deals. But that seems to no longer be the case. At least with this update, so hopefully that changes. But regardless, let's go ahead and eat. We've got a bunch of different projects we're going to be working on, and we're going to be working on those together. I want to show you the little board I've got set up. So again, one of these things where it's just basically so we can easily keep track. But one thing the thing you'll notice is that I have all of this interior space and I don't use it properly. It looks nasty. Well, at least in this case, it gives us a nice opportunity to place some signs, and so that we can kind of keep track of stuff. So we've got a few different categories. One is for home bearded industries, and that's like all of our shops and our farms and stuff. We've got spawn. Nether Hub, the Dock Ward, and Mushroom Ranch. So home, we're going to be cleaning up, making it look nice down there, especially the villager area. Hopefully we can get some an automatic sheep farm going. That'll be pretty solid. Bearded Industries, we're going to be working on the creeper farm to fix it, because right now it is broken after the update. But that fix should be pretty simple, but we'll walk through that. And then, during the process, we will also we'll make it look nice. Hopefully, we'll try at least. Same thing for the drowned farm. It is, I would imagine it's still working, but it is looking pretty nasty. So we'll go out to Bearded Industries, our little mushroom island, at some point to kind of go over that. In Spawn, we've got to update the iron farm. We got to finish the trade hall. So basically, all the experiments that I did downstairs with the villagers, now we have to then take that knowledge that we got, take it to the trade hall so that everyone has the opportunity here on the server to trade with the villagers and get some good deals, get an opportunity at all the books. The Nether Hub. We're going to be taking a trip through the Nether Hub so you guys can take a look at that. But one thing I really want to do is I want to update all the lines for flying. So that is that's going to be a lot of busy work, just taking down a bunch of stuff. But we'll go over that in time. Dock Ward, obviously that's something we had talked about as far as moving all of our farms over there. Building that area up so that Spawn is really, really taking shape. And then Mushroom Ranch is our entertainment / shopping district. So it's a mushroom island or peninsula, I guess really. And we've got some shops set up there. We've got a mall. And we've got some entertainment type things, so like all the mini games and everything is going there. But one mini game I want to really want to do is the Elytra course. So that's gonna be something we're gonna be working on together. But this is just an introduction video. Hopefully, you're excited. You're excited for what we're gonna be trying to do together in these next upcoming episodes. But yeah, if you like it, you want to keep track, go ahead and hit that like button. Also, subscribe and hit the bell. It'll allow you to get notifications every time that we post new videos. We're going to be doing some live streams as well, hopefully on YouTube, but I think for the time being, we're going to be doing them on Twitch. But yeah, keep your eyes posted on that. I'll be posting all those sorts of announcements on YouTube as they come about. But that's it for this episode. Can't wait to get started. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.